Okay.
All right, welcome back, guys. Today, Xron is joining me. Welcome, Xron.
Hello, hello.
And I just wanted to inform you and you also, Xron, that this video gonna be very like special for me because not only we've became champions of TDM by winning this QuakeCon in 2011, which is 14 years ago, but also that was a wild tournament and wild night, and there will be some stories like from the kitchen because many things happened on that tournament, and but yeah, we got to the grand final with the lineup of me, Noctis, Sparty, and Krisa, and we played against Ice Climbers, who back at that time were unbeatable in lineup of Linkin, Tox, Fox, and Stermy. And I think not only back then, but like Ice Climbers in general in Quake TDM is very unique, and they managed to win a lot of big tournaments. I think overall in the history of team modes in Quake, definitely for TDM, the Ice Climbers was like the best team in the world. And I remember that specifically that going to that tournament, we are aiming for top two and we really hope to get to the grand final. But I never had like this belief in myself, like inside of me, that we ever gonna win against Ice Climbers. So that's also the start of some funny stories because we made it to QuakeCon in 2011 with Cypher and like I got to the grand final, and before
Mhm.
that match, I remember I went to room with Cypher, and Cypher was already celebrating because the tournament was over for him, and
Uh,
like he was already celebrating. Everybody was already partying, because there was only two teams left in the tournament, so nobody played anymore. And there was some party going in our room, right? And I was like, and Cypher was like, dude, let's just start like partying and stuff like this. And I was like, man, like I got grand final to play and I cannot like let my teammates down and stuff like this. And he was like, man, you never gonna beat ice climbers anyway. And I was like, you're right. So we are sitting there and I had like sip of a drink. We are just sitting like enjoying time. And then like I watch my clock and it's like, like 1 hour until grand final and we had to be there like 15 minutes before. And I decided to go and take shower. And because I was like in such a good mood, like music was playing, like, there was like people hanging out, and I went to the bathroom, and I don't know why, but I started to like prepare really good for this final. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna brush my teeth, I'm gonna go into the bath. So I made the bath like with the bubbles and with the salt, like that was, I think it was Hilton, not the Gaylord, but the Hilton Hotel. So the other one where lately was QuakeCon taking place, and the bathroom was so nice, and we had like a lot of cosmetics. So I went to the bath and like I put some music and I was just lying there, and then I completely lost like the perception of time, and like Cypher knocking to the door, and he said that somebody is like knocking to our room to the door, and he cannot open it because like they are partying, and he's scared that it's like staff from the hotel, from reception, and they're gonna have problem with that. And then we realized that was somebody came for me because I was already late for finals. So I rush outside of this shower. I dress up, like I get my like t-shirt because like like jersey and stuff, and I run to the stage. So I run to the stage and they already all set up. And I have to
mm.
plug in very fast. Everybody is like speeding me up, and my heart is like bumping, and like I got like um, I'm really nervous and stuff. And then I sit down, and this is the first map we are playing, and I was like, I was completely unprepared. Like when you're starting to do something fast and you want to play and you are not in the right mindset, like you're totally outside of the game, especially if you're playing the best team. So I sit here and I remember I was getting wrecked so hard on the first map that I felt ashamed. I remember we started this map and I was getting like demolished basically in the beginning, and I was like only like thinking in my mind, Jesus, man, you cannot let your like teammates down because this is too hard. But fortunately this first map,
For now,
uh,
you're even ahead, so maybe you
yeah,
got some confidence that you can beat them.
yeah, like but still, like at this time I was doing really 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 bad. Like I was dying basically all the time, and I felt like I'm not doing enough. I don't know, you always got this feeling if you're doing enough damage
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if you're like doing good or not. And I felt like I'm not doing it, like, And I was hoping, and the game was so close, and I was hoping, let us win this map, and then on the next map I'm gonna play better, because like I was really doing bad. And that's not even the most important map, because the grand final was BO3, and the score was 1-1 in maps. And then the last map was where something special happened, and because
Yeah.
because we switched strategy mid game, that was DM20 game, and usually you had like split, so you had like few people playing Raygun and Red Armor, and few people were playing LG, or eventually like one guy was playing Railgun and one guy was playing LG. And on that tournament, Noctis was popping off really hard, because like he was like, I think at that time he was the best. He proved that he's the best DM player, and he was basically carrying us throughout this like grand final. And I think he called the switch, and that was a very important call mid game. And because of that switch, we managed to win the game. And that's why I also doing these videos, because like last time I did a video with, see, what what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm completely I'm completely still in my shower, man. I'm still showering here. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm still in the shower, definitely.
Some nice moves by Fox, like he jumped over the rocket. It's good style.
Exactly. Yeah, but anyway, what I was getting, like we had a switch, and that's why I'm doing those videos, because like after 15 years I barely remember what was happening. So I just want to rewatch the turn map and see what was the change exactly, because I don't remember if we like sent all of the people to LG and we completely ignored the railgun, and that's what bring us to the victory, or something else happened. So also guys, if you're gonna be watching the turn map, and if you see like any drastic change in our strategy, let us know in the comments what in your opinion happened. Uh, but yeah, this game was like quite like it was very very close. I don't know if you are familiar with this map. You probably
I
are,
actually
right?
played it like, but only on like TDM pickups. I don't think I played it like in a good competitive environment.
There was a lot of
But
sass
it's simple. You just like control red pretty much. There is like,
NLG below, and basically
yeah,
nobody was going out of this position and like going to the
yeah.
yellow or something. But the game
I
like going very very close here.
I never like this map because I usually just play railgun and there is no railgun in this map. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but I see you fighting like a warrior. You always have rocket, man.
I was a warrior straight out the shower. Okay, so here we are losing by 10. It's not really a big deal. Again, it's very close. Let's see
By
what.
the way, what condition was Sparty playing the final? I think it's also really important. Like, was he full focus? Was he a
Yeah,
bit after party? Like, what
no,
was his?
no, no. He was like fully focused. He didn't drink anything, so I was in the worst
Mm.
condition on that final, honestly, and it's just because I didn't believe we could beat them, and I started to party a little bit early. But yeah, okay,
Was
so
your team like maybe pissed off on you in beat that you were late? Like, or what? What was like the
they
mood
didn't
inside the
realize.
team?
Yeah, they didn't realize that there was something wrong with me, because it wasn't that bad, but I felt on
Yeah, you
CPM4.
just was a bit late. That's it.
Yeah, I was a bit late. They were kind of like, scared, but then they were relieved that I made it, because they thought I'm not gonna make it or something. But after the whole like tournament, like after the whole like grand final when we won, I told them that I started to party early, and like sorry for the first map. But yeah, they were laughing afterwards and everybody was happy. But we still managed to win that map, which I played quite bad. And it was very close until the very end. Okay, it's not last squad, and it's like 10 frags like
Yeah.
difference.
Oh, oh.
And they almost,
Yeah.
I think they had a chance to make a comeback here, because we were feeding on this.
Yeah.
And Lincoln had
It's
quite
like
good
only
stack, yeah.
only 8 frags now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just curious what's gonna happen here.
You're probably just hiding like champ together.
Now we are still feeding, I think. Okay. 7 frags, yeah. I think it's not doable. Yeah, we are hiding
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, and you had a frag with LG recently,
Yeah.
so probably just together in
Okay.
lobby room.
So thankfully we managed to win it. A lot of people kept asking me why I had Ukrainian flag here.
Nice, man. Respectful.
I know, that's why I invited you for this one. But yeah, the thing is, we went to the boot camp, like to Kiev, like 2 weeks before that tournament, and that's another crazy story because. So we decided to make a boot camp in Kiev, and we went there with Cypher and Strengths. And the thing with Strengths is like right before the QuakeCon 2011, where he got to the grand final of 1v1. Like on this tournament, he also was playing grand final of 1v1. So the whole tournament went perfect for us, even though the conditions were bad for us before the tournament. He got kicked out of the Fnatic, I think, and he had no sponsor to go to QuakeCon. Then he made some deal with some company, and then they also like screwed him and they didn't send him any money. So he was completely like, and he was already in Kiev, and he found out that the company he made a deal with, they're not gonna send him to QuakeCon. So he was like extremely depressed. And I remember we with Cypher were trying to help him, and we found a way to get him to the QuakeCon. We get a room for him. We let him stay in our room. So we organized that, and we organized the flights with him somehow. And he made it to QuakeCon. And the best thing is like, I'm gonna show you like some of the interview with him. So here he is like after he landed on QuakeCon, like right before the tournament. And that was also crazy like trip because we had separated flights. He had to go with different flight. And I remember we were leaving from Kiev at the same time at like 3 or 4 a.m. to the airport, but with different taxis. So Strengths went with one taxi and we went with the other taxi because we had different terminals, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we just didn't want to like, be late on the flight. And we get out of the apartment like together, and there was like they were rebuilding road, like in the road next to our building, they were rebuilding it, so it was only one-way road. And Strength was already a little bit late, so the Ukrainian taxi driver came, and he was crazy mofo because like Strength told him that we told him that he's late and he can go fast, and the Ukrainian driver said, yeah, but now we need to go like 2 kilometers straight and then make a U-turn and stuff like this. But don't worry, I have idea. And then Strength got to the car, and the guy started to drive like 1 kilometer backwards. And Strength said that he was legit shitting his pants because he was scared because there was like cars going and beeping at him, and the guy was like just driving backwards for like 1 kilometer, and that's how he made up like 10 or 15 minutes of traffic. Okay, so he went to the airport, we went to the airport, and we went with separated flights. So Strength flew to the US like with a different plane, and we also flew with a different plane. So listen to what he says here.
That right now is really surprising, but
So why do you look so tired and handsome?
okay, so Cypher, Av3k and I, we didn't sleep like for 2 days because of the flight connection and stuff like this. So I was supposed to be at Hilton yesterday night, but they missed the flight, so I slept outside on airport yesterday.
Okay, so he says that we missed the flight. So listen, we go to the airport, he gets to the plane, we get to the plane, and we with Cypher have connection in New York. And I remember we were like drinking really hard that night, like, and we had to wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. and have to go to the airport. And we went to the airplane, and I was scared of flying, so I didn't sleep. And I was bothering Cypher, he didn't sleep. So we landed in New York, and we had like 1 hour 30 minutes for a like change. And like how it is for Europeans, and especially for Eastern Europeans and like Belarus, we were standing in these long queues with everybody who needed visa. We were standing in this long queue, and there was always a trick for us to do, and we abused it sometimes because we understood that if we're gonna take it slow, and if we're not gonna rush, we're not gonna make it on time. And what's gonna happen? We're just gonna go to the counter and we're gonna say, listen, because of the queues for visas and stuff, we were not on time. They usually giving you hotel, and they book you a flight for the next day. And we knew it's gonna be next day because it was already evening. So I told him, okay, you know what? I'm so extremely tired and I want to sleep. And Cypher is like, yeah, man, me too. I'm already like donzo for today. And I said, you know what? let's just do the trick and let's just get the hotel and just like spend the night in New York. And he looked through the window and he was like, yeah, New York is cool. So we were like walking slow and we are like, yeah, go ahead, man, go in front of us. And we are just, walking, taking it slow. And we of course didn't make it on time. We went to the counter and we are like, yeah, because of the queues, we didn't make it on time. And the woman is like, oh my God, oh yeah, okay, we're gonna get you hotel. We're gonna get you like, a shuttle to the hotel, and we're gonna get you like the flight for the next day. Don't worry, guys. And we were like, great. So they get us hotel. We get to the cab. We went to the New York. We had some dinner. We went to hotel. We rest well. And we didn't tell that to Strengths because we didn't want to piss him off. We wanted to tell him, right, that we like decided to like get the hotel instead. But as he says, like we get out of the plane next day and we went out of the airport, and it was 2011, like nobody had internet in phones, you had old phones, so you couldn't contact, you couldn't message somebody on Discord wasn't there, so we didn't know where he is, and we are walking out of the airport and Texas, midsummer, it's like 40 degrees, it's like hot as hell, and we walk through the parking lot looking for the cab, and we see Strength laying on the bench full summer, and he's sunburned on his face, and he's bitten by mosquitoes, and he looks like a homeless. I'm like, dude, what the fuck happened to you? And he's like, man, I was waiting for you. I didn't know what's going on. I checked on the flight. You guys landed, then I checked, and then you guys didn't get out of the plane, so I thought that you missed your flight. And we were like, yeah, we missed the flight, man. And then he's like, okay, so I was sleeping inside the airport. And then security came to him, I think, and told him that he's unable to sleep inside and he has to go outside. So he had no place to go because the room was like booked on our name, so he couldn't go to the hotel. So he decided to sleep on the bench, outside in the Texas on the bench.
And like 1 hour
crazy.
because mosquito woke me up so much, and look, my arm, it's so fucking red and stuff like this. So fucking
no.
shit. And yes, I hate mosquitoes.
All right, so basically the story is Strengths coming to QuakeCon. We're one day before the event starts, so it's Wednesday today. Obviously, Duel starts tomorrow. And basically you slept outside an airport.
1 hour.
Yeah?
Yes, 1 hour. It's impossible after that.
Yeah.
It was like 41 degrees during night. It's so impossible. Like, oh
So-
my god, like water, 1 liter of water in your hand. So impossible.
So basically, Strengths, you joined like some sort of dodgy Ukrainian team, right?
Yeah, we got him this deal, but it didn't work out.
and because you've joined up with the Ukrainian team, you're now sleeping outside of airports, getting bit by mosquitoes prior to what will be maybe the last biggest Quake event. Obviously, you've got to win now, right, to go down in history. Unless of course someone comes along and saves Quake. Who would that guy be?
Okay, anyway, that's it. So he made it to QuakeCon somehow. But as I said, man, this tournament was like full of like those stories. And like the better thing is I went for that bootcamp to Kiev, and Cypher and Strengths were already there. And I went there by train from Poland. So I had a night train. So you usually arrive in the morning, right? So I arrived in Kiev in the morning, and they picked me up from the station. And like it was beautiful summer, like 30 degrees as well in Kiev. So beautiful time. And then Cypher decided that we, first day we didn't see each other for a long time. So we decided to have some drinks and stuff. And we started to drink from the very morning. So, by the evening I was already drunk as hell. And I went to the apartment. And, like we were renting apartment, not in the hotel or something. We were renting the apartment from like old lady, like, Airbnb or like those kind of stuff. And usually if you want something cheap, it's like, obviously it's gonna be like old school style, like carpet on the wall and stuff like this, right? So we went to this apartment and I got drunk and I went to sleep. And I didn't expect that apartment to have like air condition, and during night...
2011, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, and especially that the apartment was old, right? So I was like, there's no way there is like air condition. And during night, imagine, it was so cold, I was like freezing. And I was like, what the hell? Why is it so cold? But I was so drunk that I didn't realize that it has to be air conditioned. And I thought that the like freezing comes from outside. So I closed all the windows. And it got super freezing. So next day everybody was sick. I was completely sick. And then I wake up, everybody's sick, and I'm like, dude, it was so freezing during the night. Cypher is like, yeah, it was so freezing during the night. And I said, but man, I closed all the windows and it still was freezing. And he's like, what? There was like fully like air condition blasting on you. And I'm like, oh Jesus. So we also were like really, really sick on that tournament. But anyway, that's why I came with this flag, because I don't know, Quake worked back then like this, that I don't know, the flag was changing somehow, I think.
Nice damage by Noctis, by the way.
Yeah, 11k. I'm telling you, like, he was like legit like carrying us throughout this tournament. I had a great net, but still not bad damage. Anyway,
Yeah, it's not bad.
OSPDM5, this map we apparently lost, because it was like
It still was
1-1. Yeah,
well,
it was quite...
kinda close. Not in the end though, but
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. And
yeah.
especially, let me see the stuff. Yeah, I was
Oh,
doing really
no.
bad.
Yeah.
But I was most
Somebody
accurate.
was-
I was most accurate. I
You
was
probably were jumping on this jump pad and attacking rails.
yeah, I was like the space creator.
Yeah.
Anyway, and the last map comes, and this is like something crazy. I think we reached mercy limit here. But yeah, as I said, like there's a lot of cool stories, and like after 15 years, I realized that like I forget like most of them. Same like I did the video with Pizza Box lately, when like Cooler like drew the strategy for me against Tox on Pizza Box, and I always remember that. But when I started to do the video, I realized that a lot of like things like just slipping in my memory, you know, because it was 15 years ago, 17 years ago.
Yeah, of course.
So I think recording those kind of videos is like good for future, but still like here I don't remember what was going on. So I just want to check like what we really did. Okay. Thanks to good.
Yeah.
Sparty is doing something crazy.
Yeah.
Ah, he's just connecting to the server, okay. Okay. Okay.
Ice Climbers versus Monsters, we're live, and we are going to be with Lincoln, who is going to get the Mega Spawn. We've got 20 minutes to decide who is the best TDM team, and Monsters are going to pick up the first two frags. So how they're going to make that free? Lincoln needs to shut down Kaiser. Nice play by Kaiser to move out to the machine gun before he died, not allowing Lincoln.
Okay, so I think most of the time on this map there's big battle for LG.
Stermy, nice machine gun, but great start from Monsters. They've got the room they wanted.
And who were like people who's supposed to like play LG side from
Man,
the beginning in your
yeah,
team. 'Cause
definitely.
usually I think it's like 2-2 split, right?
Yeah, I think definitely I was playing LG with someone, maybe with Noctis, and then we had two people on rail, and I think that's really good like setup for the quad. And I think that the change we made, and that's what I'm not sure. I think the only change we made, we called that we need to play 3 on LG, because we realized that they keep feeding on LG. I think Tox and somebody else was playing LG. Tox and Stermy, I think, were playing LG, and they kept like feeding really hard there. And we realized that if we send 3 people there, they're not gonna readjust, you know. They're not gonna send as well 3 people. They will keep what they kept playing. And I think the main call was to get Krista to LG with us and playing 3v2 against them there. And we told Sparty to just time Rail and Red and try to steal it. Even if he doesn't like really get a kill or anything, it's still good if he steals Rail, doesn't give them Rail, and he steals like Red and he has timing on that. I think that was the change, but I'm not sure. And this is what I want to see. And if you guys also see any change in our strategy, let us know in the comments. Okay, that's a really good rocket jump back. I think that's very good. Yeah.
Oh,
I got
Oh,
wrecked by
no.
LG. But that was the time when you were dying, like you didn't drop the power up. So
yeah, well.
that's also important, like here. But I'm surprised that my like shotgun didn't do like damage at all, basically.
Yeah.
I only hit one, so if I hit two, I think that would have killed him because shotgun was really strong back then. Okay, so we see two people here. Fox on the mega health. But he doesn't really commit to LG, so it's definitely 2-2 split. And one of his teammates is around the rail.
Nice, you have two rails, I think, right now.
Yeah. Extremely important to not give away weapon. And now we kinda don't have control over the LG. And I think that's when things gonna get hard for us, but
Yeah, not just because the two are getting some railgun ammo as well, because then he can really, contribute to the map. But so far, looking to get the rocket.
and Noctis also gonna go ham here.
I have to say that Noctis did actually see. Oh wow, rocket
Oh, nice.
Lincoln, and he's just
Yeah, okay, so he committed to LG.
actually getting hit by a toxic
And as you can see, Tox and Stermy are playing LG, definitely. And the score is
yeah.
very close.
grenade. And Ice Climbers do have their LG yellow armor room, but they aren't winning. There is a 5 frag difference. Sparty shield away.
Sparty
Nice.
stealing red,
Yep.
like you called, easy.
Takes down Toxic, and it does look like Monster.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
in the beginning even all of us wanted to play like LG. I
Yeah.
think definitely the call was to try to get more people on LG and try to farm those two guys who are just keep coming.
Yeah, it feels Party is also just coming LG, but when red is going, he just
Yeah,
rushing
he
red
goes
for
back,
fun.
takes
Yeah,
red
to
or
get
like
timing.
rail,
Yeah.
and then yeah. So exactly that's what happened. Yeah, Sparty was playing alone on rail, and usually you have to split, and that's why we are just keep farming those guys on LG.
Yeah, it's actually impressive. Like if he like that he gets rail alone,
Yeah.
it's actually impressive.
And he even
like,
gets out to the LG, and
yeah, and he can
may be
drop
gonna
rail if
drop
he
rail.
wants.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
dropped
yeah.
rail to me. Yeah. I think that was like in 2011, like people were in general nowadays, if you have team modes, people usually tend not to like adjust during the game, you know? If they see mistakes, they usually like call for that after the map and say, okay, next time we need to do this, and that. And usually
Yeah.
on the fly, not many people are so talented as Noctis or like, I don't know who made this call, to like, you know, to readjust completely and change strategy mid-game. And Ice Climbers simply didn't like really readjust, they just kept doing what they were doing.
I do believe that Av3k did take the mega for monsters. So a 12 frag difference. We've got
Very early, like quad position by Lincoln,
Yeah.
like 20 seconds.
Very good rails by
Oh.
Sparty.
Yeah. He again like got rail, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. And he's doing a lot with it.
Sadly he dropped it.
Yeah,
it's
but the mistake from Tox is dropping down
Yeah,
after
he
the
didn't
rail
go for
because
quad, yeah.
quad is 4 seconds, so that's extremely
Yeah.
big like mistake by Tox here. Okay.
He has no guns, but
He will get the gun now.
yeah. Mega now, don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, he has timing. Okay.
Fox took it, but still.
Yeah.
Just missed out on the mega there. Well played by Fox.
It's already 20 frags. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
kinda huge. At
Yeah.
3 minutes, it's insanely big.
Yeah, that quad run was really huge. And as you see, they keep like kind of rushing this LG
Yeah.
and feeding here.
Man's Party again has rail. He
Yeah.
always has rail.
And the best thing is like he's not like you know, cluelessly dying or rushing. He's just like keeping he's keeping himself alive and stick to this
Yeah.
rail. And
Maybe he gonna even drop now. Nah. Cause he knows you gotta push. Ah, that's bad one.
But still, see?
Yeah. But now Johan gave it back to you. It's fine.
Okay. So I'm gonna come back here for sure.
And what I've noticed actually is the opposite. Rather than monsters sending in 4,
I mistimed Mega.
they've actually kept Sparty
That's fine.
outside of the map using the railgun more so.
Okay, so Too Good I think is realizing what's happening here.
Rather than monsters sending in 4 to constantly rush, they've actually kept Sparty outside of the map using the railgun more so. So they've actually gone
Yeah.
for the 3-1 split.
I'm actually curious, like, to see Sparty POE.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
this
Sparty was
moment,
doing
'cause-
good, yeah.
They've actually kept Sparty outside of the map using the railgun more so. So they've actually gone for the 3-1 split. And it's actually been Ice Climbers that have been rushing, and it hasn't really worked out for him so far. To see 3 people now defending, even though Sparty's
Yeah.
trying, he is, trying to do something over by the RA and by the quad. Here we watch Noctis push out, and they do clean up this Ice Climbers team. They've already
Yeah.
got 4 frags uncontested.
That was snowballing hard, I think, just
Yeah,
because they were
I
just
think they just didn't adjust. Like they should have did something like
Yeah.
or like play without LG at all and just take rails and
Yeah.
like play slow or like
yeah. I think in the
keep
beginning.
sending numbers.
Nice. I think in the beginning it's even hard to realize what's going on because you
Yeah.
feel like you need something to change, but you don't know what exactly
But
changed.
like they just trading not in their favor over and
Yeah,
over again. It's
yeah.
kind of critical already.
Because it's already 30 frags, yeah. And Quad is coming up. Look, though. this is great. Finally.
Oh, nice. And Sparta again with rail easy.
Yeah. Okay. We got Noctis again. Nice.
Yep, and here we go. So 20 seconds left on this squad. He's going to find Toxic over by the top level. He's going to take a little bit too much damage here. He's going to have to leave. They do have some control over this red armor railgun rune. And it looks like Noctis wants to get back involved. He's got...
Okay, so they got LG now.
Is he going to look to be...
And we not...
Killed by Noctis.
Yeah, we not... I don't think... Yeah, he just simply has no stack, but
Yeah.
I think we're gonna re-rush soon. Okay.
Yeah, let's see how you retake it. Because now they are like in
Yeah,
your position.
now they got a little bit more people like here on the LG.
Yeah.
They got 3 now. Oh, not really. Fox is leaving, but yeah. But he's
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, and I have to say, I'm a little bit disappointed that Ice Climbers aren't putting somebody on that railgun. And
They got like some frags back actually. Like it was plus 35
Yeah.
I think, now it's plus 25.
But look, I think that's also good that we don't really rush it. We realize that we lost it, and look, suddenly we
Yeah.
all like around the rail, and we're not really like trying to push that LG. I think we're gonna push
Yeah.
it together at some point.
Yeah, I think we should just like play rail angles and not rush too much.
A decent amount of frags, and over by the red, we've got a lot of fighting, but Fox takes down Av3k, nicely done by Fox. We've got red armor
Okay.
soon, and look at this, Fox is on the
Jesus.
red armor room, doing some nice damage. He's actually going to drop perfectly timed to pick up the red if he wanted it, but unfortunately going to get run down by Noctis.
Okay.
Noctis got 3
No,
numbers
you
on
got
the
it
LG.
back.
Without even fighting, honestly, we
Yeah,
just like
I don't know why they like what is like talks, I don't know.
it's like it seems like they kind of like got the LG, and then they were like, okay, now we're gonna beat them, but we didn't come to the LG, so they were like, okay, we're not getting frags here, so they get out of the LG, then we kill them around the rail area, and now we just get like easy way, like see, like easy way to the
Yeah,
LG.
it kind of feels that they felt that they're losing like so many frags that
But they
need
have
to do something.
yeah.
Yeah, but they actually were like doing good. It was already plus 22 only.
Yeah.
So like,
Okay, so we lost LG again, but and Quad is coming up, so we don't really have weapons, but we're gonna reset on time, I think. But I think we are in bad position for this quad, honestly, especially that Linking has the red armor. Oh, nice rocket jump.
Noctis getting every quad.
Because of this missed rocket jump, I think we got it, basically. Noctis didn't even know that he was rocket jumping up.
Yeah.
They screwed up, because they had all the like guns and all the possibilities to take the quad this time and take the position on the quad. Whoa, nice.
Double kill with one
Yeah.
shot, that's pretty nice.
Really, that quad pickup, very, very crucial for the team of monsters. But definitely Ice Climbers look like they've
Yeah,
got a little
25
bit more
frags.
game plan. They are controlling a little bit more of the map than they were before. But Sparty, with that railgun, Noctis with the quad, that's just a little bit...
Oh no.
Oh, he wrecked us hard. Minus 2 frags. He was killing everyone. Look at this smiley.
Yeah, he just took away his rail like
Oh
champ.
my god.
Everybody gets one. But Noctis really ending that quad run in the perfect place, coming back in grouping where he needs
Oh
to
my
be.
god.
69 health and 43 armor. Looking for more rockets to rain down below passing off the
But 30 frags again.
just really playing his position well.
Yeah, and actually Sparty stole away the red armor, so I think Monsters are going to look real healthy right now, especially because Noctis isn't going to be able to get Cess down very easily. He's got a really good array of weapons, and you can see he's
Okay, we got LG control again. Sparty is around the rail.
what it is. We were almost at a 30-point game, so
Especially that with LG you can push out to this green and you can to this yellow, and you can also push out to the mega. It's like,
steals away, oh my god, Sparty stole away 2 red armors in a row.
yeah.
He steals
Too good
away
pointing out that
Yeah.
Sparty alone took 2 reds in a row somehow.
From the team that need them the most.
Yeah, I like that Tugut really understood the game, you know, that's what I really like about the casters, that you not only go like play by play, like cluelessly, but you also understand the game. That's why I always like to like listen to ZSX like casting Jules, you know, or like, you know, somebody who really has a clue like what's going on.
Just playing like a boss. Really well done from Sparty. He does seem to be that player that's, you know, working the red and working the railgun.
Yeah, they keep sassing again.
Everybody wanting to
Yeah.
get back in. Stermy coming in from
That's why, okay, now I think they realized it, and now they're gonna push like LG really hard, and now they're gonna feed a lot.
try that last
Yeah.
little bit of blitzkrieg to take away that room, but it's not going to be happening. Noctis is wanting to pass off all of his weapons. He has
32
clear
frags.
on his inventory, but he's
Yeah.
going to be able to pick up a bit more health before he moves back into red armor, giving us that position in favor of, well, just surviving 1 health. Stermy's finally going to be able to pull him down, but that was such a long run from Noctis.
Okay.
Yeah, and now we've got quad spawning in 10 seconds. Lincoln did get the
Oh,
red
nice
armor, but he
LG,
has
man.
died with it, so there isn't much armor
Ooh.
to play, so this quad is really up for grabs, but it does look like
Nice
You
save.
have all guns in the game.
Monsters.
Sparty stole it!
From you. And, well, he had more HP, but
Sparty who
he
takes it
took
to the
the wrong gun for sure.
Jeez.
He had LG.
Oh no.
That is a dead quad. That is going to be Gauntlets coming out, and actually that's a little bit of hope for Ice Climbers. That is a shutdown quad, and the opponents really could have used that.
But still,
the
the lead is
even further.
quite good for now.
Yeah.
Over 10 minutes to make this thing a closer game.
But yeah, they keep feeding on LG.
So it's still looking pretty close. A 30-point game. We're not over half time.
Yeah, I think Tox was like feeding a lot here.
Market is up for grabs. Nice railgun from Lincoln, and look at this.
Yeah, see, they like really
Maybe
try.
4 of them,
Yeah, they really try hard to get the LG back.
Got it by using too much. That's what we have to ask. It tries to come
Whoa, whoa,
fix the yellow.
You also crazy.
Yeah.
Chris with some crazy rocket jumps.
Yep.
Everybody dies. He's got that mega
It
health.
worked,
That
it's
is
good.
a clean way to take control of that room once again. Nice little pop there for the LG. But
Okay.
moving back into the teleporter catwalk is going to be just kind of skirting through, making sure that the middle connecting corridors are belonging to his team. He's got the LG, he's going to be using it well, pulling down 1, finally running out of ammo, and that is the denied yellow armor grab. Stermy being pulled
Nice.
down as well. Some really great coordination, really great timing on the monsters to make sure that they're never looking at a disadvantageous scenario when it comes to how many people.
If there was like hit map of frags, it's probably like the most LG heavy map
Yeah.
of the M20 ever. So it's like all fights are here and not like
Yeah.
on the bridge and rail kinda.
And actually gets killed. And look at this. Av3k now takes down
Yeah, I'm farming them well here.
Yeah.
eventually go down.
I finally get out of the shower on the last map.
3-1 split is really working. As you can see, you do not see Sparty in this.
Okay.
Oh.
And even though Ice Climbers win back,
But look how many frags they had to like
45,
feed
and
to
mercy
like,
limit is 50, right? So
yeah, something like that I think.
But Lincoln's got the railgun. Quad in 10 seconds. Let's see who's going to get the quad. It looks a little bit
Or
better for Ice
no, I think it's more than 50.
The quad that brings them back.
I don't remember actually.
Big railguns.
Okay, they got a quad.
And this is where they could really
He didn't
get
pick
back
up
on
rail,
top, but
actually.
They've not got mega available. They've not got red armor.
And he
available.
doesn't have
I'm a bit
HP.
worried for this quad, but let's see what he can do.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
that
Noctis was so
KO.
yeah, he was so
Yeah.
stacked.
Down the quad, he really prevented the quad from really doing any damage as he was trying to push in on the LG room. So Noctis right now looking for mid-air plasma on Lincoln.
He left the rail,
We
yeah.
have 7 seconds left to Mega. Not sure if he's going to be sticking around to get that grab, but first he's got to deal with Stermy. And actually that was a bit of a help from Av3k as well. Again, these guys are just making sure that there's never
Yeah, they were feeding hard.
Oh no!
to their favor.
Chris!
Chris, ay, ay, ay.
8.2k damage. That's
And he got Pamelinic.
highest, from Ice Climbers, which is Lincoln. All the others are left on 5.
Yeah, this is getting out of the hands.
Av3k on 7k, so those two definitely the big hitters. And Noctis definitely going to be getting an MVP if he manages to pick up the win. with his team here, but we'll see if it's possible. We've still got,
I would say Noctis MVP, but
Yeah.
I don't know. For me on this map, actually, I think Sparty is MVP.
Yeah,
They
strategy
don't
wise,
show
yeah.
his POV, but I
Yeah,
like.
but he's doing things.
Yeah, it just you would expect guy in a position of Sparty to play like minus 30 at
Yeah,
this like
yeah.
position, but it looks like he's even stealing items. Maybe he's playing minus, but like not big one.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Noctis can. Taken down Lincoln already.
No, but overall, like Noctis was MVP of this match. Like he was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
doing a lot.
The Tox.
Yeah, Tox, that's really nice for Toxic. He does get himself a 50 as well. Hits Noctis as he's down by the R.
Okay, so we got another quad coming.
It's all about the quad now. Nice.
Tox is doing a lot too.
He's going to hand over the railgun and start defending versus Av3k. Going to go down. Av3k actually takes down 2. It's all about Fox again. And
Okay.
Fox, the least experience on this map. He really
The lead is already huge. I think the mercy limit was actually 80 frags.
And let's see if Ice Climbers can
Yeah.
get some momentum to their game.
Because I really think we hit the mercy limit, honestly.
What 60?
70 or 80 frags, yeah.
Knows how to take that down. So unless, I mean, every time they've gotten control of this room, it's right before quad comes up, so they can't enjoy the room. They have to immediately rush quad, and then they lose everything that way. What can the Ice Climbers do
Oh
to
man.
secure that room and have it be useful for them for once?
They need one player looking after Red or Mega. They need someone who's actually timing items. I don't think they have. I mean,
Someone who's actually timing items.
rushing in. You want someone like Fox
It's
doing
a
it.
classic problem.
Yeah.
Experience. You know, he's not playing his best game, but here we go. Noctis taking down 2 as Fox goes down. We got a 60-point game now, and looking very grim for the Ice Climbers.
Oh man.
Noctis gets 18 excellent. I mean, he's almost at 10k damage. That's insane.
Indeed,
10k damage on 15
Yeah.
minutes, pretty good.
The red armor itself. Kryza with a
Oh.
beautiful round rocket. By the way, as I'm leaving, I'm just going to make sure you're not following me. 8 seconds to red, and everybody is on point. Kryza has some ideal opportunities to rain down the damage. Gets 1 off,
Nice.
gets 2 off. That is how you do it. And with red armor coming up, it should be a fairly clear way to get it. And Tox trying to rush on in. Everybody's trying to take down Kryza.
He already like
Not happening.
kinda playing like usual setup
Yeah.
because you did so much
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you don't care. It
I
feels
think
like you just
I think
play.
we don't care anymore here.
Yeah, he just knows that you won, so you just.
And
chill.
they also don't care because they don't know what to do, to go LG, to go
Yeah.
rail, to go
Yeah.
quad, like they don't know what to do. So at this point it's very random.
Even if they only got one person committing to it,
Oh, you're
it's
stuck.
enough. And look at this, Av3k with that red
Oh.
armor, and he's going to get the quad. This could really cement
No.
the win here if it's not already done.
Oh no!
Nice shotgun.
Oh, he gave
What?
it to Kryza, nice.
What's going on?
Every shot fires kills somebody, it seems.
You know, he would do it nowadays. People in chat would say like 3-2, like you know in Dota. Why he left quad to enemies?
Almost 65,
Yeah.
and Ice Climbers. You know,
Okay, so it's 65 frag
a magical game plan,
difference.
magical kind of tactic change to win this one.
The time is getting a little bit short for them. Tox actually doing some good damage here in the LG room, but again,
Okay, slightly comeback, but
push off of Noctis and Av3k. I mean, the two of them have been able to hold down this thing
Oh,
very,
no.
very strongly. They've gotten the positional turn. Now they just need to keep it here, but we've still got
Party was
7 seconds left
partying
on the
already.
Yep.
indeed.
Someone needs to go.
Yeah, and they don't have
Spatty was flying not only on this map but after the tournament as well.
and they're actually having
It was that year.
So that was the year where like we won this we won this tournament and Sparty got extremely drunk. And then he tried to like call somebody from like the first floor, like he was leaning over the like, you know, balcony, and he fell out of the balcony, like from the first floor to the ground floor, and he broke his back. So that was the tournament.
when they got this room again, they all leave, and the guys leaving actually die. And then when they die, you see monsters come back in and sweep it up with an initial railgun shot, and then it just gets, you know, a little bit messy, but that's what monsters want. They don't want a lockdown, so they're playing this absolutely brilliantly. Ice Climbers, on the other hand, you know, lacking on decision making.
Absolutely so. Noctis cam back on. We have red armor coming up in 3 seconds. If Noctis is going to be there, I'm actually going to... Do you know who got that pickup?
Not sure.
Okay, but Noctis sweeping on through LG room. He's going to be looking for some exits from the teleporter. Stermy actually turning that back around. Tox actually taking down Stermy.
I'm sure there was mercy limit, but
Not sure, but we are going to want to see what Lincoln can do with this railgun. Doesn't want to take too much damage.
But I don't know
Really got to hit a lot of these rails just to be able to
when.
cripple the team of monsters before the quad is going to spawn. Lincoln playing a very slow game, looking for. Gives that to
Nice, he
Tifa.
gave you rocket.
Thanks.
I'm telling you, Zed,
Noctis
win trading.
this quad, Noctis is already defending. He's got a teammate on the spawn as well. Lincoln, no guns
Quite
whatsoever. And, you know, monsters are in on it early. They've got railguns, they've got rockets. This is definitely their quad.
Somebody RJ's up from down below, but Stermy, did he not get the memo about
Oh.
quad coming up?
Nice.
He's going to be the first of many.
Isn't it last frag?
Noctis only 26
And he's gonna...
Red armor up for
No.
it, and there's
I
no
don't know.
challenge for it. So coming around the corner, Tonks is going to get blasted on down.
Almost
Negative,
70.
it's not gonna be a safe place to
I
be
think that
either.
was 70.
Noctis coming up the stairs for the LG room has Wingman up top to kind
Oh,
of
man.
make sure that he's not the only target there. And so this has been
No.
a very,
Not
very
70.
80. Oh my god. I was sure there was mercy limit. Maybe I'm wrong.
A little grim for the ice climbers.
Yeah,
Things
definitely.
are looking a little cold.
This one's, you know, probably could have called it when they got to the 60 frag difference, but let's, you know, enjoy the last 2.5 minutes and see what ice climbers can do. They've done some magical stuff, but you know, this is way too much for them to manage. But they do have a little bit more control over the map than they previously had.
No, that map was crazy. Really, like back in the days, and against ice climbers, such dominance was like unbelievable, honestly. And I think TDM was really fun in Quake Live.
Even up to 60 on score, so Noctis is almost up to 90 in score, and he's done 12k damage with still 2 minutes to go. It just, you know, you can't get better than that. And unfortunately, you know, for ice climbers, Lincoln very adept with the map in terms of how to play it. He's, you know, almost done 10k damage.
Okay, so definitely there was no mercy limit, I think now.
The kind of team support.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like.
Putting their efforts to be able to play that game that Noctis has. Nice play by Kreiser.
Kreiser's been
Unless now.
like to get to the rails this match.
Yeah, 16 impressive.
Absolutely. So we have the final minute coming up here. We're going to be having one more quad run. Sparty's at 3 health. It's always nice to see what kind of rail someone can do with that low health, but he's being a gentleman.
At least we had good communication. Chris, I knew that there is rail behind him.
He's going to be trying to push everybody off of this quad, but he's doing it single-handedly. The rest of his team, he wanted them there. Nice rocket jump to the frag.
Okay, now it's gonna be mercy limit, for sure.
Surely, man.
Tell you how dangerous that is.
Yeah, let's see what Noctis can finish up. He's at 13k damage right now, and actually all the members of this Monsters team are going to be starting to hit the 10k damage soon. He picks up Toxic as we go into our last minute. Lincoln does take down Sparty. Noctis wants to find more. There's Lincoln, easy kills. Fox will go down as well.
Is it gonna be mercy limit? Please.
Just, you know,
In last second at least, let me...
and we're in Noctis and just want to take him down.
No, it wasn't.
Absolutely.
What?
But
Nah.
all of these, here we go. We're going to be closing it off.
You just
I thought it's gonna...
80 frags easy, man.
Okay. Yeah, I did
Yeah,
not bet
Sparty
too.
went minus with his position.
Yeah.
As expected,
But he really did,
well.
he really did like great.
Oh no, Johan stats.
Look at this dude.
Yes,
95,
dude.
15 at 13k damage. That's insane, man. Oh man.
You all kind of fired on LG, but
Yeah.
he also had like some extra quads.
Yeah. And yeah, as you said, these both guys were playing LG.
Yeah.
That's why I end up like here. Because we simply
Yeah.
changed this strategy. And we sent more people to LG. And Sparty was trying like his best surviving on the rail. Insane.
They are all to them, but top talent for Noctis.
I want to...
Whoa,
I
whoa,
want to see us on the stage.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, ice climbers. Okay.
Look at this young dude.
Yeah. Young and chubby. Come on,
Yeah.
Sparty. Man, so many years ago. Crazy. Crazy thing.
True.
Anyway, so yeah, that was the... Here, Sparty still felt very good. And then hour by hour, it was only getting worse. To the point where he was bending behind the fence, like from first floor to the ground floor, and then he fell off. Everybody thought he's died, but he only broke his back. And I remember we had the same flight back, like usually you have the same flight back to Europe from US. And then like I was walking to the toilet, like through the plane, and I seen Sparty sitting in the chair, and like behind his back was like full of like pillows. So the stewardess brought like a lot of pillows behind his neck, behind his back, behind his head, and he was just sitting there not moving. Oh man. Anyway, that's it guys. Thank you for joining us. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, and what do you think about our great strategy.